Okay, so update on this. I'm not going to go into the front suspension right now and what I have done to it. It's hot outside, so you know. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's his IG. I will link it in the description, and then you can watch his YouTube videos. But he has a video where he describes how to use these. Obviously, with his Subie, it was the red one. He doesn't have it anymore. He has a Prius. It doesn't have any suspension droop, as like our car, well, my car does. So he doesn't have to support his wheels like I have to. But with these are pretty much just toe alignment plates, and you put tape measures in, identical tape measures in the hole. He uses the bottom ones, so I'm just gonna use the bottom ones. It works fine. I like it. My setup is kind of not working out. Obviously, if I had something that was more like boxed, whatever, right here, it would just, the tape measure would just droop down right here, as you may see in his video, which would, you know, not requiring me to do this, and it'd be easier. But the only difficult part about using these is that there's no set number on this toe. So in order to do this, I would suggest doing it right as you install the camber arms and tow arms and stuff like that, because you can kind of see, like, you look down the side of the body of the car, like right here where it's flush, and you look right there, and you can tell how the back of the wheel, the lip, it's flush with the front, so you can't see it. So it just looks like one straight piece. See how, like, way over here you can see the front of it, and you bring the camera over here this way, and it looks completely flush and smooth. That's what you're gonna want. That's pretty much what you have to do to eyeball it, especially me, because my car is way too low to go into an alignment rack, and no one around here has an in-ground one. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on this one, but you can see how I'm down the side of the vehicle, and you can see the front face of the wheel. See it? How you can see it? Sorry, I know it's blurry, but like, I'm flush, and you can still see it. So it's towed out too much on this side. It needs to go in some. I'm gonna go back to the driver's side. And the front's the same way. It's frustrating, I know, but it's like get up and down, test this, test that. But you can see how I'm flush with the side of the car, and you can't see the front of the wheel. So obviously, if like this is we'll just say that that's right at 77 inches. You come over here, this one's right at 77 as well. There is slack in it, just because, like I said, the way this is set up, so I have to have my hand against this and then pull on both the tape measures, and that's how I read it from there. I really wish they had set control arms like the master speed camber arms. You take the nut out, I don't know if you can see them. Take the nut out, it gives you, I think it was like -15. I wish they had set toe arms that you would just install, and they would be set for the amount of camber. But I don't know, maybe one of these days somebody will come out with one. But yes, you have to do this with the wheels as if they're on the ground, because that's how they do alignments on these. Now, obviously, if you don't have any suspension droop and your wheels are all the way up in the air, you don't have to worry about suspending the wheels. But if you try to do the toe on the back and the front with the wheels drooped all the way down, the toe will be way off. All right, so to pick up where we left off, my phone overheated. It's fucking hot outside. Did the passenger side, coming over here, doing this side. Like I was saying at the end of the last video, if you do this with the wheels drooped down, align it, it'll be different once you compress it, because, you know, it adds more camber. It will naturally tow in or out, so you have to do it with the wheels compressed. Same way with the front, but it's sitting at like 76 and 3/16, 4/16, whatever it, right there between there on both sides. Now, the only issue we have is that there's no set number, there's nothing to begin with, so I would suggest doing this, you know, installing the tow arms and installing the camber arms and doing alignment all at once, so you know, you kind of have an idea of what it's going to look like and how much, you know, you should tow out. Basically just want to adjust the middle portion, just to adjust the middle portion, and then just look down the side of the car and eyeball it. You can do it this way, how I'm doing it, or you can do a string alignment. It really doesn't matter. Obviously these aren't going to be like 110%. You definitely need to go somewhere and have it done. No one around in my area has in-ground fucking alignment racks, so this is what we have to do. This wheel and tire setup did raise it compared to being on what you see here. Obviously these were new tires, but yeah, you can see my pinch welds are just like, my side skirt is like hanging on barely. Pinch welds are all scuffed up. Those are all scuffed up. But yeah, fucking pretty much done with the rear now. I'll eyeball it down the sides again, but it looks pretty good. I'll show y'all real quick. You can kind of see. Now I know what you're saying. I can see the front wheel, but the front wheel in front of the back wheel, it shouldn't be like that. You're right. This car, you know, the body lines are tricky. You know, with front and rear fenders, how it's all like smashed to hell. But you kind of get the idea of where I'm going at with this. So I'm gonna go onto the front, see how well that's gonna be. The fronts are extended out a lot. Like, and I'm only pushing like minus 10 maybe. That's like at least minus 10, yeah. But that shit has got to be out. There can't be that much left in there, honestly. So really just kind of worried about that. Almost lost AC the other day because a rock got stuck in there and was like destroying that belt. You can kind of see how it's jagged. Can't lose AC in Texas, man. Ain't no way in hell. Oh, I'll be damned, look at that. Throw that out the way. Oh my God. Yeah, this one on the other side's even worse, you can see. Yeah. I'm just worried about these. That is kind of scuffed up a little bit. But like I said, these wheel and tires raised me up a little bit, so by the time they start wearing down, you know, I'll be scraping more and like, okay, I need to flip them. Damn, that's not good at all. And I need to add grease to these ball joints. They don't have any. Should have done that before I installed them, but I didn't. I was in a hurry. And these are Megan roll center adjusters. They're completely maxed out. If you have the camber sleeves, the minus 10 like I have, you will have to get these. You will actually buy in like no tomorrow. So, and if you want to get a minus 15 sleeve, you'll do these as well. Max them out. They'll work. You will need the extended tie rods. Now I did run minus 20 like you may see in my other videos, but my alignment was always off. It was never right. It would always like ungodly pull to the right. So yeah, you need to extend the tie rods if you want to push at least minus 15. Everything I have on the front of this is maxed out. Like I can't go add any more camber. I could take out, of course, but excuse me, I'd say it's pretty good where it's at. And this fitment is drooped down right now. but I mean, I'm telling you, the wheel literally touches this. It's hitting like right back in here. I need to squeeze that in some more. I have new fenders. Well, new to me. I got them from a junkyard, but they're in good shape and they're blue, so I don't know. I may. Okay, that works too, right? May like space this shit out some more. I don't know. But if it like shreds the side of my tire right here, that's fine. Probably not gonna be fine when I need to go to flip them, but I think it'll be all right. Yeah, you can see how I almost lost AC. The rod got wedged in there. Almost lost that. That was all smushed in and everything was all bent to shit. I hit a railroad crossing really hard. Was going slow in first gear too, so almost lost this. Like it completely smashed it in, as you can tell, so I had to cut it out. And it was a pain getting this control arm bolted in. Like, I don't know if you can see how that little bitty like fine line right below the bolt where it started like pulling it apart. You can see on this side like how much it smushed it in. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've done so far to this car. I know I'm on reps, but it's whatever.